Have you ever wanted to learn one of the coolest instruments ever? If so, you're in luck. I'm here to give you the introduction and basics on how to play keyboard instruments. No, not that kind of keyboard instrument. Keyboard percussion instruments. You may be asking yourself, what is a keyboard instrument? Keyboard or mallet percussion instruments are a part of the percussion family, and instead of being a battery instrument like a snare drum or cymbals, they produce different notes for each key. They are chromatic melodic percussive instruments arranged similarly to a piano and are played with hands or percussion mallets. The 5 main keyboard percussion instruments include marimba, xylophone, vibraphone, glockenspiel, and tubular bells. Before you even touch a keyboard instrument, you must consider what kind of mallets are used for it. The marimba, for example, is the largest keyboard instrument. It has wooden, curved bars that produce a softer sound. The type of mallets you'd like to use are soft rubber mallets, any type of hardness yarn mallets. I have a big variety of these. And you want to avoid harder mallets because they create a really harsh, not good sounding noise and can potentially break your keys. The xylophone, on the other hand, is a much smaller wooden keyboard instrument. It has much thicker keys that produce a much more crisp and loud sound compared to the marimba. The type of mallets I'd suggest using are harder rubber mallets, hard plastic mallets, and any type of yarn mallet. Moving on to metallic percussion, the vibraphone is a very similar size to a xylophone, but it has thinner, curved metal keys. The sound is produced by pushing down a pedal, which is holding a felt underneath the metal keys, and pushing it down and putting it back up dampens and sustains the notes. The type of mallets you'd like to use for a vibraphone are medium to hard yarn mallets. Moving on to our final example, we have the glockenspiel, more commonly known as the bell kit. The bell kit is a tiny metal keyboard encased in a box that is a much higher pitched metallic percussion keyboard instrument rather than the vibraphone, which is a lower pitched one. The type of mallets you'd like to use are normally hard plastic mallets, but if you want that really crisp, loud, brassy sound, you want to use brass mallets. To stand at your keyboard correctly, you want to make sure your feet are shoulders width apart and you're not too far away so that you're reaching, and you're not too close that you're playing with T-Rex arms. Shoulders width apart, close enough to the keyboard so it's comfortable. To hold your mallets, you want to put the dowel in the palm of your hand, wrapping your fingers around and putting your thumb out, rotating it in. Repeat that with the second hand. Now you're going to create what I like to call your personal pizza. It's when your hands comfortably create a triangle with your mallets with the heads meeting at the middle. For all percussion instruments, we use what's called a piston stroke, which is all wrist movement and no elbow. A strong wrist movement will create a powerful, striking noise from your instrument. When playing, you want to strike for the middle of your key, which is located right above a resonator, which is a large metal tube used to create a whole sound in your instrument. You want to avoid the nodes, which is the strings strung through your key. Congratulations! You just learned how to play a keyboard instrument. Now, if you start learning music theory, practicing every day, and never using your keyboard as a table, you'll be able to sound like this one day.